Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic and we are diving into a 4-color ramp deck that is just, this was insane. So I was just watching on Twitch, which I don't typically do, just like kind of checking out other people's stuff, and I saw this deck go off. Like crazy. When I was watching Riley Knight for just a second, and I was like, you know what? I don't typically steal decks from other people, and honestly, I don't. But at the same time, I know a lot of people don't watch other people's content or like watch my stuff kind of exclusively, and there's sometimes that decks just have to be shared other places because all the fun needs to exist amongst all the places, and so this is just was a really sweet deck that is kind of surprising, where like typically you're looking for payoffs like Mirari's Wake or whatever as lots of them, you know, type of thing, but with this deck what we're trying to do is basically have as many landfall triggers as possible. We have tons of card draw, tons of ways to find lands: Explorers, Lotus Cobras, Rose Spirals, Uro. As the main landfall triggers, we have 30 lands in the deck, 28 here, 2 with the Bala Ged recovery, and then basically what we're doing is trying to get to Escape the Wilds and Genesis Ultimatum as quickly as possible, and then try to land big threats. Basically, it's like the big things that come, they're coming for you, and that is the idea of the deck. And it's pretty simple, easy. A couple of braids because you have to take care of some issues. There's Grafdigger cages that can be really annoying against this deck because we have Golos and we have Escape the Wilds, which does let us steal castings from exile, but Genesis Ultimatum, it stops Genesis Ultimatum. We don't want that to happen. So basically we have a braids for some removal in the early game and for taking care of big threats there's a lot of artifacts out there that are nice to kill. Anyway, and so that's basically the deck. Like there's not a ton going into this besides that. You know, we have our ramp package with Cobra, all this kind of stuff. We have Escape to Wilds to throw out extra lands each turn, which with multiple Lotus Cobras means tons of extra mana. Mirari's Wake as well, just adding us tons of mana if ever we get that out there. Golos to be able to get to our ultimate with Golos pretty quickly, so then we can ultimate and start casting things off the top of our deck. And basically we're trying to win with Ugin, Ulamog, Chandra, and then just tons of value in general. And once some of these hit, everyone kind of always expects you to have multiples in a deck, and so even if they do find a way to answer one or two of them, most people won't play it out. And so that's kind of the version of this deck that was really surprising to me, is that this actually works out pretty well. I've tested it out myself so far with one game, and it was probably the most fun game I've ever played, like ever. So we're gonna be jumping into some fun stuff. I'm not sure how consistent this deck is. I haven't tested enough to know how it works there, but we're gonna try it out, see how it does for us, and yeah, wish me luck. Here we go. We're jumping into it. Up against Katatas. Bring it on, Katatas. And we're gonna keep this. Yeah. Do we lead off with the Lotus Cobra and actually try to do stuff there? We don't actually have any payoffs yet, so I'm probably gonna lead off with Explorer. We'll see. Lotus Cobra is pretty nice. All right, dude. What you got over there, sir, with Birds of Paradise art? Let's see it. And the dragon. Oh man. All right, let's go Triome. Let's see, what color do we actually want out here first? Let's go Indatha. Fast the turn. We're gonna shock and Stompy no matter what, and hopefully not have our Lotus Cobra die. Black mana, probably. Possibly not, though. Pass the turn. Fabled Passage gets us a couple extra stuffs that we can do. We get not quite to Escape the Wilds. Untapped land also doesn't quite get us there. Actually, can we get there with Explore? All right, so Explore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we can do it. Okay, sweet. Yeah, because Fatal Passage comes in untapped now, so that works. Red source. We have all the colors. Just another green source, I think. We have white mana in hand. Yeah, let's just do that. Escape to the Wilds. Yeah, boy. And we just play out one of these guys. and then attack in. because we didn't do enough damage to them yet. Their soul needs to hurt for this. Dude, it's busted. Okay, how much mana do we actually have? Can we play out the Escape to Wilds and Golos? So we get 1, 2, Escape to Wilds. Any untapped lands gets us to Golos, I believe. There we go, so we have enough. So, Rootbound Crag. Green, Escape. We get to play another land. I think we're one shy then. We get some good stuff though, so we're definitely ramping. All right, so first up, okay, opponent scoops it up. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this, so sorry to take the time there, but that's busted stuff that just happened. We have the Shadra, everything coming in. With Lotus Cobra, we had the ability to make 4 mana there. I'm not sure if we had another land drop because we played one earlier. Escape to Wilds just gives us 1 extra land drop. With Explorer, it just kind of evens out. So that's where it's like we want to have 2 Lotus Cobras if possible, because then you can cast busted things because of the number of lands we can just throw down on the battlefield. So that was fun. Still awesome. And yeah, Ugin on the next turn and bigger things coming. I like it. All right, up against All Underdog. It's the Underdog. All right, keep this. I dig it. Temple of Milady. And for everyone that keeps saying I'm saying it wrong, I know. But also, am I? I don't think so. I think it's the right way to say it. All right, play out the Triome. Pass it to Thurn. Priest Forgotten Gods. That means playing out Lotus Cobra is probably a bad idea, right? Right. Bummer. It has a huge payoff of being able to get us to other stuff, though. Let's just get more lands out. Try to draw more other lands. Get out Triome. Pass the Thurn. Dreadhorde Butcher. Rude. All right. Lotus Cobra. Even Lotus Cobra trading off with Dreadhorde Butcher, I'm totally fine with. And so it kind of forces them to do some stuff with this. All right, play out Uro. I guess what we're hoping for is another 2 mana spell. Did not find it. 1, 2, yeah, so. Doesn't matter. All right, up to 6 mana for the next turn. Or can we actually Genesis Ultimatum? No, because we need 7 mana and a white source does not get us there. So it has to be an untapped, non-white source. So I don't think it's worth trying for. I think we just try to kill Dreadhorde Butcher. Kill the Woe Strider in this. Get through with Dreadhorde Butcher. Smart play. That's cool, that's cool. Alrighty then. Whoa, Strider. Uros aren't too good against what they're doing, but all the big things we can find are. That's not one of them. I think we've got to escape to the wilds. Try to find 2-drop things to play, just more lands to find. Ramp up into big things. Okay. Does getting out Lotus Cobra actually do much for us? We can chump block. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Lotus Cobra. Pass it the Thurn. Glacial Fortress. Does that give us enough to ultimatum? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 green, 2 red, 3 blue. Yes. All right, sacks a 2 there. We take 3. We take 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry. 7, 8. So yeah, 3, 3, 6, and the 2 here, 8. Bring it on. And a Coco? Who does Coco type things, man? Not cool, friend. Pal. All right, this Genesis Ultimatum's got to be amazing. So let's just have that be what happens. You know, amazing stuff. Down to 8. I do wonder if this ought to be like Yorion pile of some sort, just because we want more threats to hit. But at the same time, though, with 60 cards, you kind of have a higher chance of hitting it. I don't know. Maybe not. If you had to run 40 lands in a deck, though, it'd probably be just as bad. Sack some more stuff. And with the Dreadhorde Butcher, we have lethal. Okay, good game. You got us. That's cool. Yeah, so they can sack Priest of Forgotten Gods, then sack Dreadhorde Butcher, which then does 4 damage. I forgot about that part of it, but they have lethal and I think 1 extra. All right, up against Gossip Meng. 3 lands, 2 Cobras. We're going to try this one out. We're giving it a little triome. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Whoa, this is in ranked. Someone just scooped. We got the Insta Scoop. I have heard that some people will scoop if they know that you're a creator. So maybe that's it. I don't know. We're gonna keep it though. All right, up against yeah, nailed it first try. We have Mirari's Wake, which I always get excited for, and we have Fable Passage for blue mana. Definitely need another land. We'll keep it though. Gilded Goose. Paradise Druid, not playing out a land first. Interesting. Intriguing. Ooh, they miss a land drop. All right. Which one's better? I guess Growth Spiral on the end step. But let's just go explore though. Let's go exploring. All right, explore. All right, we got to try them. Nice. That's the turn. I think I'd rather hold up Growth Spiral for later game because it has the instant speed. You can kind of hold up mana later when it seems more threatening. Let's go ahead and do this first. Grab Red Source. If I find an untapped land, I think I'd actually would prefer to have it be something else though. We'll grab the White Source from Mirari's Wake. Play out the Uro. That's right, because we can still use that here. Untapped land. We need another land. Need it quickly. With Marwyn out, we're 2 turns away from being dead, like for sure. Well, they're playing Gilded Goose. Why would you play Gilded Goose in this deck? I'm not sure if they know this, but that's not an elf. Yeah, it ramps up like crazy, so that's cool, I guess. Elvish Visionary, draws a card, trying to dig for a 1 mana elf. Maybe I should have braided something. Maybe grabbing the Red Source was the better play. So we're dead on board. We're pretty dang close to it. We did not find the Red Source. If we can kill an Allosaurus Shepherd, I think we have a higher chance here. Is it with Uro to gain more life or Growth Spiral here? I guess Growth Spiral. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see if they do it to us. So they get a swing in with 5 5s, and this has 3 extra damage, and then we're dead to that. We didn't have the Red Source, so we couldn't abrade, and yeah, we're dead. I mean, I guess I ought to be waiting to make sure that they actually get there and figure out themselves, but They got us. I mean, come on. All right, we have Lotus Cobras. We do not have a third land. We have 30 lands in the deck, though. And if we can hit that, then we have a Yasharn right away. Double Lotus Cobra means we have something else to be doing. I want to try this one out. I mean, if I can't keep 2 land hands, I can't play Magic, right? Is that true in a 30 land deck? I'm not so sure. We definitely shouldn't be running this poorly, but we also do have a lot of colors. And we found a land. So life is good. Lotus Cobra number 1. We end up having 3 mana unless we find like... Fabled Passage would be one of the better draws. Right now, though, it's just Yasharn. So play out Yasharn. This does shut off goblins, or at least the Skirk Prospector. What colors? I have green and... Okay, I need a green or a white source. I guess with this, we already have the white sources, but whatever. All right, Yasharn. Plains, Forest, submit 2 to hand, pass a turn. Looking for the red source as well. So, don't quite have Chandra yet. That's probably better to hold off for a turn with it. War Chief. Gots the hastiness. What are we doing here? Drawing with Triumph isn't the bad play, since we don't really have anything else going for us. So, Lotus Cobra. Do we need the colors here? That is our red source. Yeah, we need the red source. Play it out. No attacks, pass the turn. What we don't want to see now is a Chain Whirler. That would be bad. Krenko's also not good, but Chandra just takes care of all of that stuff. All that crap. We actually get enough mana to ultimatum. We don't have it after this turn because we lose both Cobras. I think it's still Chandra. We got to play what's on board. We could also just kill Krenko.
Get out of my way. I'm burning up here.
All right, -3. Things go dead. Probably should have held back with Sharn. Just realized, okay, pass the turn though. Down to 16. Like, Chieftain and something else would be a little bit annoying. Ways to kill Chandra. Skirk Prospector, yep, kills the Chandra. Yeah, that's bad. My bad. Skirk Prospector, I don't believe they can sacrifice stuff. Pele for sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. This just adds... I'm not sure if that gets around it or not. That's kind of a funky way to word it, but... All right, we abrade. I think we get rid of the thing that makes stuff cheaper and gives them haste first. Get out colors for Genesis. And I think we actually Yasharn again to find another green source so that we have 2 green, 2 red, 3 blue. Oh, we don't have 2 red and 2 blue. We're doing it anyway. Okay, pass the turn. Thinning out the deck a little bit. Try to get more lands to hand. This deck doesn't necessarily kill a lot of stuff, so it's not like... I'd rather just have the blocker now. Wildly Gabo. Red source, right? Or blue source, but yeah, we'll go red source. Okay, red source, ultimatum, nice. Let's put out almost all of the lands. We'll hold on to one Triumph. Okay, gain some life. Bring out a forest. All right, doing big things. Big things are good things. Got blue source. No attacks, pass the turn. Down to 12. Maybe I should be attacking. They don't have anything big here. It could be nice. But if they have a Muxus, we need a chump blocker. Not a Muxus. All right. Let's get out Fable Passage first. Get another land out of the deck. Yeah, Mountain. Uro can come back from the graveyard. You still have the mana for that, right? Okay, Escape to the Wilds. Mirari's Wake. That's what we were looking for. Alright, well. We can play this on the next turn too. Let's go ahead and get out Uro while we can.
Reduced to embers.
I was looking for an untapped land. Let's get a tapped land out there now while we can. The Triome. If they don't find Muxus again, which we haven't seen off the top, it could be the next one on the top, but let's go swinging. We need to start putting actually some pressure here. Kill a Wily Goblin. We've already lost the Chandra, which is our easy way to kill cheaper stuff. There's a Muxus. Oh my gosh. Come on. Oh, come on. Add another Muxus. All right, cool. You got it all. Nice. Dude, double Chieftain and Kranko. Was that off the top? I didn't see it. Was that off the top or is that from hand? I think it was from hand. They just like slow rolled it because they could have played it on the last turn and didn't. Which is surprising. Like anytime you can Muxus, you should Muxus, right? All right, up against Noiko. And we do have Growth Spiral on turn 3. Is that fast enough for us here? On the draw as well. In Historic, where things are pretty quick. And we're up against someone that's obviously taking things a little bit too seriously with World Championship stuff there. So we're going to mulligan this. We will keep this hand, though. Keep this hand, drop Yasharn. Yasharn. We do have a lot of card draw here, so maybe it's actually losing one of these guys, finding more lands in hand to be able to do other stuff with. Yeah, let's try that out. All right, plays out Watered Grave. We play out Triumph, pass the turn. Need the blue source for the Growth Spiral. Untapped land here would actually be pretty nice. Not that color, though. All right, pass the turn. I think that we get out Yasharn before Uro, just to get more lands to hand, more things that we can play with around with. I'm not sure how that works out. I believe that's the right way, though. Because we can also just like escape the wilds, do other things before we play Uro as well. Uro's nice, but not necessary right away if we can just be playing other things. Opponent's taking the time. Saw that we shocked ourselves. Nice and good like. Are we holding up a counter spell? Who could ever know? Totally are. That's the kind of things that we play over here. All right, come on now. Come on now. Plays out a land. Ooh. Phyrexian Arena. Counter! Nope, just kidding. Put Triumph out. And Yeah, let's just go Yasharn. We're grabbing more lands out of the hand, out of the deck, which right now thinning seems pretty nice. I was right, we only have 1 plains. All right, so we need another red source. No, 2 red. We're actually pretty close to just getting to ultimatum. I think we need 1 more blue source or red source to be able to even out these and the forest. Opponent's saying oops for what? I don't want to say your go, but at the same time, if you're going to time out every single time, that's cool. Paradise Druid. So can't sacrifice non-land permanents, so Blast Zone still counts within that realm. All right, passes the turn eventually. Nice. We'll swing in with Yasharn first. I guess if we had a way to find like Mirari's Wake, which if we're gonna play out Uro, we're not gonna have enough mana. It's all good. Swing in. Dude, you've got to play just a little bit faster there. Okay, now. It's rude if you're doing it like as soon as someone starts a turn or if there's like a hard board state, things like that. But if you have timed out 3 times in a row and then like that's when it's okay to use the words your go, because maybe people don't recognize that they're taking forever. I mean, people have stuff going on in their lives. I totally get that. Does it keep like going up to higher level? That was weird. All right, well, forest, Uro. Oh, he's a world champion. That's right. That's right. Okay, my bad. You have the excuse if you're playing like that. You're trying to think this guy is either sniping or doing the dishes while playing, right? All right, Uro. Come on now. Letting Uro do its thing is not the worst thing in the world. All right, play out Breeding Pool tapped. Do just more lands. This is the issue of playing 30 lands in a deck, I guess, is sometimes you just have 30 lands. All right, so blue source gets us to ultimatum on the next turn. Hoping that they don't have like a sensor or something. So I had a friend that played Magic this slow. When some people are beginners, haven't played very much. They have like their new deck that's cool. They have to read through every single card to do stuff. I guess that's all right. But also, it's not all right. Okie dokie there, sir. Yeah. Gonna just time out? Yeah, I can't play stuff if you time out, right? Dude, there's literally going to the last possible moment and then playing stuff out. You gotta be kidding me. Dude, where's the report button for people like this? Seriously. These are the people I play all the way out against because it's like, no, Anna. I do not, I'm not okay with people doing that kind of people. Yeah, internet is one for sure. I agree, but they've been going like to the exact moment before it goes off. That's something different. Grabs Maelstrom Pulse. All right, we grab all the things because Mirari's Wake is awesome. Lotus Cobra and Fable Passage. We should get 2 triggers here. 1, 2. How many cards are in the graveyard now? Come on, let me look at that while this is going. Like that's a pretty important piece of information. 2 cards. All right, so can't really do much with anything there. Maelstrom Pulse just kills Lotus Cobra, right? Or it kills a Yasharn. I think we just swing in here. Save the Fable Passage for the Lotus Cobra on the next turn. Ultimate them a second time. Have a million mana to do stuff with. Seems okay. Yep, takes 5. Down to 9. Pass the turn. 5, 6. So they're not quite to Ugin mana. Maelstrom Pulse is a good removal spell for them. And then we untap with so much mana. It's insane. I actually kind of want to get out the Chandra emblem to be able to kind of take them out with their Phyrexian Arena as well. Bantu's Last Reckoning. Doesn't get to untap their lands. Cool. Target non-land permanent, so they can still destroy the Mirari's Wake if they want to. But then they definitely don't get to untap anything for 2 turns or whatever. Paradise Druid. Alright. You can do that. They haven't played a land yet this turn. I guess, yeah, it's not really relevant to destroy the Wake. At the same time, though, if we're casting 7 mana spells, stopping us from casting 2 is a big deal. And that's basically what's available to us now. Yeah, they're literally waiting until the last second almost every time. Cool. Good job, sir. All right, Lotus Cobra first. Ultimatum? Do I want to put out any lands first? I don't think so. Not yet. Ultimatum. Just lands, but Escape to Wild to hand is pretty nice. All right, we'll add green, red, green. What's in the graveyard for us to go digging for? We can bring back a Yasharn. I guess it's not really worthwhile yet. So yeah, we'll just escape to the wilds first. See what we run into. A Golos is pretty nice here. Golos is very, very nice. Okay, Rootbound Craig. Get some mana. Crack the Fable Passage. We'll explore. So I want to make sure that I have all of the colors here for a Golos trigger. We can also just go for the Escape to Wilds before that as well. We can still play another land already. No, we can't. Okay. Growth Spiral. Just doing a few things, you know, no big deal. Luckily, they don't have any more triggers, so that's nice. Escape the Wilds we can play again on the next turn. I think it's better to try to go for Golos while you can, right? Right. Take action, grab, let's grab another black source of some sort. Because I think that's what we're missing the most of. Okay. And actually, let's go ahead and add black so then I can activate a little bit easier. And activate maybe again a second time. Yeah, we can activate again. That's pretty nice. Okay, Chandra.
Anyone who stands in my way is getting no pressure.
Escape to the Wilds. Dude, we are running out of cards a little bit here. This deck goes off a little bit insanely. I like it, though. All right, let's play out Mountain. Honestly, just ballad recovery with everything here. As long as they don't have ways of gaining too much life, we're in pretty good shape. Do I want to Ugin now for anything? Is there any other kind of like damage dealing that we could do? We could. They won't be able to untap land, so we can go for an Ulamog, get rid of the other land, and the... We don't want to go for Arena. So try to go for Ulamog, I guess, is our next play. So let's go ahead and activate Golos one more time. We don't want to draw too many cards, but we do want to be able to play out other lands. Well, okay, we didn't find it. All right, I guess Yasharn. Just more bodies out there. Spent 0. We have 2 recoveries, so let's go ahead and grab something now. Let's grab a... Yasharn or Lotus Cobra? Let's grab Lotus Cobra to hand. Just so we can kind of go wide here. Why not? Everything's pretty big. And we'll pass turn. Alright. With your potentially 3 mana, what can you do? 14 cards left in our deck. We still have not found an Ugin or an Ulamog. I just want to throw that out there. Down to 6, though. Yeah, taking 2 a turn as long as Friction Arenas are out. So even if they have land into another Bantu's Last Reckoning again, we should be able to get there with the emblems. And just not draw ourselves out. And another turn to them not having Bantu's Last Reckoning. Yeah, that's like the worst possible thing can happen. All right, we got there. I do enjoy beating fools that take forever to play at times. We got there. That's all that matters. In the wrap up for this deck, it was a blast to play. We definitely got some really good wins. Do I think it's the most competitive? I don't think it's quite up there because, yeah, it does big things, but you do need more consistency with having this stuff. One of the biggest issues we kept running into is that we were down to like 14 cards left in the deck when we finally were hitting a big threat. And if people are just willing to play out the long game, or if they have an answer for Ugin and Ulamog, while like not many people do, this does just get exiled by, you know, any exile effect. Same thing with Ugin. Like, people have answers for Ugins in decks. And so this doesn't necessarily just win the game. Chandra's emblem is cool if you can wait, you know, 20 turns or however long it takes to kill someone, but this doesn't have ways to necessarily do that. That's where Yasharn and Uro do come in handy, where they are a little bit more powerful. They can do stuff. Mirari's Wake to be able to do stuff quickly and stuff is cool. But I feel like this deck was needing like a big Expel to just slam it face with or something like that. Like, there's other things that we could be doing that's not happening with this. The issue with a big Expel is that it doesn't work with Golos. So like, okay, anytime you hit it with Golos, it's just now that plant's out of there as well. And that's why I feel like this deck either needs to switch up and go like Yorion Pile. We need those extra 80 card, extra however many cards to just like say, okay, we need 2 Ugins and 2 Ulamogs just for the sake of having 2 Ugins and 2 Ulamogs. We're still going to have the 4 Escape the Wilds, 4 Genesis Ultimatums. Now you can go up to 2 Ugins, 2 Mirari's Wake, but then we can also add in like Karns so that we can have just ways to win out of the sideboard, or that we can, you know, grab the snakes with all the X spells that we had and just make them big smashy dudes. Like, I feel like that's what this deck was missing, was just like those extra things in there. Overall, everything else is pretty good, but if I was to make a change to the deck, if you're already going to play jankier stuff like this, I think going up to 80 cards doesn't change up the consistency that much. You try to stay around 50% lands. I think dropping down to like 45 or whatever when you're at 80 cards is not that big of a deal. So keep it around like 35, 36 lands. And then go up to full copy of Growth Spiral. Braids, I think, can stay at around 3. I think you add in X spells, like a Geyser or a Fireball, something like that. You can, or not Fireball. What's the one that doesn't get countered after X5 or more? Anyway, that one's good. And then have 2 extra copies of all these big things. Maybe add 1 Nissa or more Mirari's Wakes, and then just kind of go off with that. That's what you got to do. Banefire. There it is. Yeah, it's Banefire. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Check out Riley Knight on Twitch, other stuff. It's the guy that does all the commentating stuff. So like he's well known anyway. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one, and bye-bye.